What's something that isn't therapy, but feels like therapy? A good talk with a friend isn't therapy, but sure feels like it. Laughing so hard with a friend that your stomach muscles ache. Walking into the woods and bathing in the sunlight and coolness. There's something about trees that gives me a sense of calm. That and petting cats and dogs. My favorite self-care day starts with putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. Next is getting a haircut and beard trim at the local barbershop. Then I go home and rinse off. Hit the gym. And then hit up a bakery for a croissant. I finish the afternoon with a trip to see a movie by myself with a big sugary drink and a bag of popcorn that I pour M&Ms into. Edit. I forgot to add that I don't tell anybody I took the day off from work. Crafting. When you get in the zone, it's like meditation. For me, quilting by hand does the trick. Lying on the floor, staring at the ceiling, and letting my existential crisis play like a slideshow. Surprisingly calming. Being at the beach, listening to the ocean. Gardening. I cannot speak to the why of it, but in numerous real-world settings, such as post-WW2 relocation camps, people who participated in gardening found their way back to health at a rate far greater than those who did not. Listening to music while reading the lyrics. Cleaning and organizing, it's oddly therapeutic for my mind. When I get home from work and my wife picks up our 5-month-old boy so he can see me approach, and he does a full-face wide-mouthed squinty-eyed smile once he sees me. It resets my entire soul. On a similar thread, once he is asleep and my wife is asleep and I have cleaned the kitchen and reset the house for the next day, I feel like I'm crossing some kind of finish line. For me it's exercise, being able to turn off my brain while listening to music and exerting all of my energy into something positive is something I wouldn't be able to find in anything else really except fitness. Petting a cat while eating ice cream in pajamas. Taking a nap in the middle of the day. Singing along to a good song. Baking bread from scratch. Something about kneading dough for 10 minutes straight just hits different. Plus, my apartment smells amazing and I get to stress-eat warm bread after. Win-win. Travel. I'm always better in a new place. A kitty cat sitting on your lap purring. Ceramics. Something about getting your hands in that malleable clay, being creative and making a mess. Going to an 11 a.m. movie by yourself during the week. It's quiet. It's peaceful. I always end up becoming friends with a senior citizen. Deep breaths and stargazing. A solo motorcycle ride. Sunlight with good weather, greenery and tasty food that doesn't make you feel bloated, sick or uncomfortable after. Hitting the gym consistently and sticking to it. Tried therapy, and gym makes me feel infinitely better than going to therapy. LOL. Dungeons and Dragons. I've had many bad games through the years, but I can noticeably track the positive changes it's had on my confidence and interpersonal skills, which is crazy for a game where you do funny voices and math. Listening to the sound of raindrops against the window. I just became a dad today. First time holding my baby and all of life's issues completely melted away, so I would say that. Psychedelics, I would argue they are superior to therapy. Unexpected hugs from your teenagers. Splitting wood. It's great exercise, and when you get in a groove it's almost meditative. I went over to a friend's house this week and we just ate pizza in our jammies and chatted. It was like being kids again. Evenings like that are good for your soul. Hiking. For me it is therapy to go. Shopping, long cuddle sessions with my cat, a good book to get lost in, horror movies because hey they're definitely doing worse than me. Backcountry camping with no one around for miles. When you wake up, start a fire and have bad instant coffee, just sitting there listening to birds and the wind in the trees. Driving straight on a long road, alone. Spending time with my 26-year-old horse, who is healthy and thriving thanks to all the work I've done with her. Woods, feeling the sunlight on your skin, swimming in a lake, hiking, anything to do with nature. It reminds me how small we are and how no matter how ugly the world can be, nature has been through it all and always comes out unique and the most beautiful thing. Taking a long drive with a friend, it's amazing what stuff comes out when that happens. Listening to water move in nature. Overnight backpacking camping with no cell phone service. Listening to music and making playlists to dedicated traumas and actually getting better because you have an outlet for your emotions. I've done it multiple times and it works wonders. Ridding my motorcycle on a sunny day for a few hours. Chips and salsa with a margarita. Taking a long walk on a cold winter day. It's refreshing. Psychedelic experiences of varying degrees like LSD or mushrooms that allow you to organically realize subconscious issues you have within yourself. Driving alone at night with your favorite music on. Pure peace and clarity. You want the brutal truth. A good BDSM session with an ethical and talented sadist. Driving down a back road into the sunset, listening to your favorite music with the windows down. Music and walking in nature. For me, a long run, the pace or speed or destination don't matter, just getting warmed up and feeling the distance in my muscles and listening to my breathing helps center me and allows me to work through my issues. Laughing until you almost can't breathe with tears in your eyes. Being alone on a walking trail in the woods. No judgment, no pressure, no obligations. Going for a long walk or jog alone with your thoughts. Especially through nature. Playing in nature. Like getting down and dirty kind. Humming. It massages my insides. Taking a long shower with my favorite playlist blasting. Something about the hot water and belting out lyrics just washes away all the stress from my day. Works better than any therapy session I've had. For me, martial arts. Being absolutely and completely drained of energy and emotion afterwards is so crucial to my well-being. I don't know why, but the kitchen in my house is usually really quiet and calming, so if I'm not in my room or out, I just sit in there cuddling my cat. Sounds silly, I know, but it just relaxes me so much. In general though, anytime, anywhere cuddling with my cat is the most relaxing thing I can do. Horses. Being around them, grooming them, riding, etc., they truly heal the soul. Outside. Really outside where there are no humans in proximity.